Something's inside his right shoulder. The bullet. Mr. Von Karma? You. It was you!
I was afraid this will happen, and so I remained silent.
Huh?
Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident.
Bull. What?
I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I mean, with my face, it's kinda have to happen. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6.
But Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that?
Prove? I have no obligation to prove anything.
That's bull. He would have to prove that. I would think.
It is you who must prove something here, Mr. Wright. Not I.
Mr. Wright? Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6?
Of course he can't. You don't have any... You don't have any of the DL6 evidence.
That's because you took it out of the records room yesterday.
With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright.
No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma.
What?
You were close, one day away from freedom. You see, I have proof.
What?
Who would have thought you would have dug your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof, which is this guy. That's a bullet?
Where did you get that?
This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely with all the ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings? You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago. Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with their weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate. We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We could analyze both bullets. Then, if the markings match, we would know that both bullets had been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol, in other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet. And solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma? That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know!
For the record, I'm not redoing it.
Help! I can't breathe!
Quiet. I said quiet. You're not making this any easier.
Stop braiding my hair! I'll stop you! Stop braiding my hair!
Get away! Get away from my father!
It's that scream I heard in the elevator 15 years ago. Von Karma, it was you who screamed! Mr. Von Karma.
Edgeworth! Edgeworth! Only you dared to defy me!
So, it was you.
You and your father! I'm a curse! Your father shamed me with penalty of my record! And you left a scar on my shoulder that will never fade! I'll bury you! I'll bury you with my bare hands! Death! Death!
15 years earlier.
Mr. Chief Prosecutor, I am sorry. Von Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I never will have thought that Edgeworth will be the one to catch you. I was careless. I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time. Edgeworth! It was a shock like none I've ever known. Me? Penalized? I took hours for me to regain my composure.
Good night, everybody. Sorry.
Suddenly, I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went out in the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button and nothing happened. Then, there was a noise. I was in pain. A horrible burning pain in my shoulder. Just then, the light came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation because obviously this elevator was airtight. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was destiny. They were dumb enough to not escape the elevator, and this was happening. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died, never knowing what had shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime. Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door, and that they wouldn't even try to open said door, but I digress. Judge!
What?
What are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now! End it!
Very well. It appears that we have come a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later, Mr. Miles Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. You were innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty.
We've done it.
Woohoo! What did it? We proved his innocence. That is all. The court is adjourned. But he's not so innocent for other crimes. Wink, wink.
I had a feeling.
Wink, wink.
I had a feeling that will come back. December 28th, 5:38 p.m.
Wink, wink.
District Court. Defendant Lumpy number. No!
Hint, hint. Nudge, nudge. Nick!
did it! Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed! I gotta say, I'm impressed.
That was pretty close, though. I was sure we'd had it.
I know, I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. But now it's all just a good memory.
So, it's finally over, Edgeworth. Right. Yeah? I'm not sure how to say this.
Just tell him you love him.
Shut up!
Just kiss him, you fool!
No!
Just do it! Just do it!
We have them signed for a trilogy, damn it!
No! Why? Why? Why must this be unforbidden love?
I know. Try thank you.
That worked.
I see. Thank you, right?
Is it really that hard to say thank you?
You're welcome.
I think you could have done better than that.
Oof. Sorry. I'm not good at this sort of thing.
What, being thankful?
Got a lot to learn, Edward.
Dear, dear.
Amazing, pal. You pulled through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month. But who cares?
See, Mr. Edgeworth? You should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. Maybe not literally,
Because he's in debt now, probably.
I've just mortgaged my apartment. I'm fairly sure that's not possible, but I
Right.
still done it.
that's how you say thank you.
I see. Oh god, I have to really do this. This is so wrong. Whoop! I feel foolish.
Don't worry, take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it.
To feel foolish? Yes.
It's been 15 years since I've seen Edward this unguarded.
Hey, y'all.
Oh, there
Lana,
she is.
y'all were great in there.
Thank you.
Yo, Edward, congrats.
Thank y'all very much.
I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in the cookie jar even if no one was there.
You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you?
Yeah, well, the bygones be bygones, eh?
Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Lotta?
Who, me? Aw, I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick.
Really? That's too bad.
Huh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park?
Huh? It's over, Nick. My life is over.
Oh boy.
Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now? Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world. You don't look sick. It's Keontae. She's going to live in Paris. Paris, Nick! She's leaving me behind.
Oh boy.
Larry. Yo, Edgy, there you are. Yes, here I am. Congrats,
Rocking
Edgy.
like a hurricane.
Here, a little gift from me in celebration. Celebration? That's unusual for you.
Harry Butts! You come along tonight too. My treat, pal.
Huh? Thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick, that's the suit that questioned me. When he says treat, that's not police talk for prison food, right? Right? I think you'll be fine, Larry. Right. Yeah? What's up? That envelope that Larry gave me. It got money in it. Well, yeah, that's not that strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes. It's $38, right? Huh. What a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either. $38 exactly?
Nick! Wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edward in school?
Mother of God.
$38? No. No! Larry, it was you? What are you so surprised about, Wright? Huh? Larry was absent that day from school, right? But that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. What? Think back to that day 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored. He came into school anyway. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history. I never was good at history.
You know, quick tangent here. I like how they handle that part in the anime.
Oh yeah.
You've seen that one?
Yeah,
That's technically the last episode you should have been allowed to watch until you
Yeah.
enter Spoilerville.
Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember? Yeah, too well. Right, you may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually
the butts.
I know. Really, Wright, I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. Well, there's sure an unexpected turn of events, eh? Edgeworth. You should have told me!
Now, Nick, it was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitation has run out, Mr. Edgeworth?
I'd say so, yes. But there you have it! Ugh. Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did! Well, I call you a goody two-shoes to the extreme. Yeah, and you get worked up too easily, too. The death sentence for both of you! Man, if I had known, I'd have become a prosecutor! The same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all. Edgeworth. Want to switch, right?
Hey y'all, Lana, I'll take a photo. Hey, photo time, let's go!
And after that, dinner on me. Instant noodles for all.
Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom. Although Edgeworth was still in detention.
How does that work?
They celebrated a detention with cups of noodles.
December 29, 5:02 a.m. Wright and Co. law offices, way too early in the morning.
Whoa, I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. AKA, I drank some alcohol. Huh? It's still only 5. Maybe I should go back to sleep. What's this? A letter?
Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you, it made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium, in training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth too. I wanted to help you, but I couldn't. I was useless. So I decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick.
Goodbye? What time is it? Gah! The first train for the mountains have already left! To the station! I know, right? That's what it was. I guess I'm too late.
Hey! Nick!
Maya! So, you're leaving?
Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay?
Wait!
What?
I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help.
Huh?
On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice.
You heard my sister?
Yes, only her voice. But still, it was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything.
Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick.
But you were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya.
Huh? I didn't do anything! All I did was wander around in a daze.
Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped.
Evidence?
Show Maya some evidence to cheer her up. Wait, what did...
No. Definitely not. Go back to the other page.
The parrot?
No.
No. The bullet? Oh, that's right. It was the bullet.
Yeah, when she got tased.
That's right.
A bullet?
Why would I still have that? Let's be honest here.
Nobody
Why would
asked
I
it
still
back.
have... Like, really?
Nobody asked it back. You probably just have a record of it.
Yeah.
It's probably not the real bullet.
Von Karma was convinced he had taken all the evidence pertaining to DL6, but you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma, and you were the one who gave it to me.
Nick.
Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you.
I'll be back soon.
Huh?
I'm going to complete my training and come back.
Okay. I'll be waiting.
Of course you will. You can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless.
I don't know about that.
Eek!
That noise startled me.
So, bye.
Bye.
For the record, that's the third mug of water I've been drinking since I've stopped voicing Von Karma.
Aww.
Thanks, Nick.
Alright guys, it's time for the cast roll.
And so my story ends. Time to turn a new page and say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins with the same old crazy cast of characters. Oh my god!
Ha!
Well, hurry up,
Think
you're on a time.
Yet, amateur? Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim.
Yes, Your Honor. Uh-oh, I got a bad feeling about this.
And we have a partial credit roll going.
Oh my goodness.
This ain't the end of the game technically, but
Yes.
it was the end of the game back then. Hey pal, Mr. Hedgeworth came down to the precinct to wish me a happy new year. Talk about a pleasant surprise.
Whoop! Detective Gumshoe.
Then he hung his head low and went back right back outside. Kinda like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh?
Yeah, definitely.
Pal. Graphics, Kumiko Suikane.
Huh? Nick? Nah, I haven't seen him lately. Who, me? I've been working at the cheese shop. That Missy's a nice lady, but she's not exactly what you call a cheap date. Huh? Oh, she's in Hawaii right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, freaking Larry.
Graphics,
Damn it,
Tatsuro
Larry.
Hiwamoto.
Freaking Larry.
Larry never learns.
Who, right? Yeah, I remember him. I heard he's been busy lately. You know, not to ring my own bell, but I sort of taught him everything he knows. I'm sure he's grateful.
Who are you again?
Yeah, exactly. Poor Bane. He seems like a cool guy, doesn't he?
I can dispute that claim, but whatever.
Phoenix, right? The defense attorney who I wrote that Avadant for, yes. Oh, you should know I've taken over management of the Gatewater Hotel Academy. Should you be in this area, please stop by.
Right,
Who am I
you took all the
talking to?
you took all the voices of 1 and 2. I guess somebody was.
I took a lot of voices.
You took all the voices of 1 and 2.
Oh, it's you. Phoenix, right? Oh, yeah, Mia's understudy, was he not? I wonder how he's doing. Haven't seen him of late. Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see.
I want to say that they're just
Are we
talking directly to the player.
Is it? Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Either that or some kind of journalist that never mentioned.
Oh, maybe.
Oh, God.
Phoenix, right? He's an actor. Well, I'm not buying it. You can't be a star with a name like Phoenix. Did you really know they're finally putting on one of the DVDs you sent? Not on the DVDs. Oh my god, she's going crazy. I can't keep up.
Oh, that's so like her, too.
Yeah. I'm pleased to announce the Pig Princess is a hit. I'm sure that Mr. Wright is a great deal, huh? Oh, and I'm keeping my face out of the public until the show's over. I wouldn't want to ruin Hanekian's dreams, you know.
Man. The samurai one was a really cool one.
Yeah. Hey, it's no, it's Benny.
Oh, I got a letter from Maya the other day. It sounds like she caught a cold standing under a waterfall. I wanted to visit, but didn't have time, so I sent her some Pink Princess trading cards. She says she can't buy them where she is. What kind of place is she living at anyway?
The boonies.
Right.
Literally the boonies.
I was
Cody.
ready for... Right? Who's that? You want to talk? Let's talk Pink Princess, alright? But, you know, I snuck into the studio the other day. And I saw her. The one inside the Pink Princess suit. Ugh, what a dog. It was kind of a shock for a boy at my tender age.
Oh.
Oh?
Well, because it's still
I'm
Will
zooming out.
Powers in the suit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I remember, right? That lawyer guy. Huh? Me? I'm in training to become a paranormal photographer. You know that picture I took of everyone? Well, just behind them there's a ghost. For real? Now that's talent. I'm gonna be famous.
A ghost, huh?
A ghost. Yep.
Yeah, a ghost. A ghost.
Oh my god.
A ghost.
Wow.
So technically this will be how the Game Boy Advance will end.
Oh my god, this was really good.
But we're not done just quite yet.
No.
We have the
Not.
biggest case to date waiting for us in the next episode.
Should I spill my thoughts now?
Why not?
Holy
I mean,
crap, dude.
we've been running long. Go for it. Take all the time you need.
This was a freaking... This was a really fun Let's Play. We're not
Yeah.
done, but, like, considering how this is where the story's supposed to end. So, this is gonna be blind from here on out, guys.
All right, so just to lay out the details.
Yeah.
Here's how things are going to work.
Mm-hmm.
Starting the next case, I'm going to shut the hell up because
Okay.
we don't know each other. You
Yeah.
don't know anything. Unlike the rest of the game, you don't know anything out of
Yeah.
this.
So,
I will answer your questions,
okay.
but only if you ask them.
Yeah.
So don't ask anything you don't want me to reveal that you don't want to.
So, like, okay, so, like, here's the thing. Hold on a sec.
The only thing I wanted to make sure, though, is do you want me to validate your answers before you go for it, or are you going to take the penalties as they come?
I think I'll try to take the penalties as they come.
Okay.
So, I played the game on the GBA on a ROM That was how I played it. You know, and that was way back then when, obviously ROM is not a great thing to do, but I did that. That's how I played it. That's how I came to know it. I actually came to know it through a friend of mine, in Starman.net. And when I tried the game, I really liked it. I really did. And it's been so many years now since the last time I had played it. I'm pretty sure, like, I'm hitting, like, 10 years since I'd, like, last played this game, really, to be honest. Like, I'm
Have we
sure...
known ourselves that long?
We have.
Wow.
Longer, actually. But...
Oh. Go on.
Oh, actually, 10 probably for you and me. For the others, probably longer.
Oh,
So...
longer.
Playing this game again, like, I knew what I was expecting. You know, I've kind of, I knew what was going to happen. I remember at least, the main points of what happened. And I know it was going to be risky because, I know a lot of you people really like watching my Let's Plays blind. I noticed that. It's like, you guys really like my reaction. But because I hadn't played this game in such a long time, I felt like, it's probably worth doing it because I don't remember everything, the whole process and stuff. I only remember tidbits and such. So playing this again, I'm really glad I did. And be honest with you guys, I'm not stopping. I'm going to keep doing Phoenix Wright as far as I can go. Until I feel like I've done enough. I
mean, we have a pretty big backlog.
Yeah. I have the trilogy, which is how we're playing this, is we're playing the WiiWare Virtual Console.
Yeah.
And they also released the next two. So, this is gonna continue. I don't know when, but I will continue this, for sure. I will at least continue the next two games, for certain. Yeah. I will. When it goes beyond that, we'll see what happens then.
We'll get there. Yeah. We just don't know when.
Exactly. But this game is really good. Even for its stupid flaws, it's still a really enjoyable game with really cool, amazing characters. I love each and every one of them. Every character I voice, I did not hate. Like, everyone had some kind of personality. It was really nice. And that's something you really don't see sometimes in games. Where it's like, you're the main character, it's really only the main character and maybe like the side, supporting person that has like a story. When it comes to like everything else, usually it's like NPC, stuff like that. But they really put, everyone with full-fledged personalities. And that's what I really like about this game. I really want to thank Nightshade for convincing me to do this and for helping me immensely throughout this whole game. I could have not done this without Nightshade.
And it was all fun the entire way. So really, I was on board 100%, and I'm going to still be on board 100% as we keep going.
You're staying on board. You're my dick gumshoe. You can't go.
I'm going to have to promote at one point.
Right?
You can't take my salary review.
So,
but,
like I said, what was you saying?
I'm just saying that I'm not sure if it's the same person that introduced you to Ace Attorney, but it was another person that we knew back in Starman that got me into the Ace Attorney thing. Because I knew about the game a long time ago when that came out on DS. There was like little trailers of that. I was not that interested. Then this person that quacks, just to give an idea of who it is, quack, basically talked about it, and I said, all right, I'll give it a try. I hunted down a physical copy of the game after the first 3 trilogy came out. I think it was by the time that Apollo Justice was about to come out. That's why I was talking about it.
Oh, I see.
So I played the first game, and like, I don't know how to say it, but I was just playing along, and Little by little, I was just voicing the lines as they were coming in.
It's a really great like storytelling game. That's the
Yes.
thing I like about this. It's very storytelling, and you learn about things, and it's like you can't rush it like an RPG. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
where RPG has a lot of text, and you go there, you just want to get through it, whatever. But you can't. You can't do that in this game. I think that's what makes it work. Is that you have to use words and the text to your advantage. And I
Right.
like that a lot.
And to this day, this game still holds up. The next game's the next game sort of holds up. I have my reserves.
Yeah.
A lot of people have their reserves on Justice for All, but that's beside the point. Third game still holds up, but the new games also holds up.
Yeah, and it's
They're
crazy. They're still
they're-
making these games. And
They're good. Hell, I'm not going to explain why, but the new one that just came out,
yeah,
Spirit of Justice,
fantastic.
is officially my favorite game of the entire
Ooh,
series.
Man, I had to get all the way to there. Damn it! Not fair. So, as to kind of finish this off,
Because we do still have more to do.
If you've never played this game, I'm sorry, like you're spoiled for this game, and this is where I
Yeah.
feel terrible about. I'm really hoping that the people that are watching this had already played this game. If you have not, you really should give it a try.
If you are not, give yourself a lobotomy and then start the game.
Because I'm serious. Like, I really hope that the people who were watching this had already played the game and just wanted to know, like, reactions. And I'm going to say this now for future Phoenix Wright games. If you have not played the other ones and have the chance to play them before you watch my Let's Play.
You know what? There's two things we should mention.
Unless you're playing it along with me. That's totally fine.
That's also fine.
But you know,
I was thinking each time we start an episode, we should have a warning. There's
Yeah.
going to be spoilers. Be warned.
Yeah, because I do not know anything after pretty much this point. I know a little bit of the second game, but not enough for me to like be super 100% confident.
Yeah.
So I know the rest of this is pretty much blind. I'm gonna be taken, off a whole bumpy road.
And
So-
boy, are you in for a ride.
So thank you guys so much for watching this really, really long episode. I'm so sorry it's so long. We will be doing the extra trial, the
Case 5.
Case 5, yeah. We're gonna do that. Do not worry. We will do it. It will be done.
Edobean will return as
Exactly.
Phoenix Wright.
Yeah! And hopefully with Edgy Poo.
Maybe. We'll think about it.
No.
We'll have to renegotiate the contract.
Okie doke. Alrighty then. So this was Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, with me and Nightshade.
Turnabout goodbyes.
And with that, we are out of here.
Press A to start.
Press F to pay respect.